What a scene, a spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Ncaa26. As we'll see, the Groupers taking on last year's national champion, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Buckeyes will kick it away to start us off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. The Groupers offense will go on the attack first. They're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David, and I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. I'm excited about this new era of football. We're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago, and this defense is fun to watch. Fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
3rd down defense is so pivotal in a football game. In this 3rd down, nice job. Good coverage in the back end, but the rush gets home, forcing the 4th down. Nice start for this defense.
Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. The Buckeyes offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. I know Bo Nix has the single-season completion record, but this guy may make a run for it if he has many more games like the last one, David.
It was crazy. I mean, it was interesting to watch, man. Just in a rhythm, not fooled, just so confident, knew his answers to the test before the questions were even asked. And defensively, that presents a huge challenge. And Jesse, how do you want to attack it? Because something has to change after that last game we saw.
Yeah, I think one of the big keys for him having that kind of day and that kind of accuracy was his offensive line gave him a lot of time to survey the field and throw guard. So if you're on defense here, you've got to find a way to disrupt his rhythm. You've got to be able to get pressure on him. You don't necessarily have to get him to the ground and sack him, but the ball has got to come out early. You cannot let him sit back there and pick you apart.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He was able to reach into his back. And use it to pick up a few extra yards. The Buckeyes have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. On the ground, it's Peoples. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Yeah, and there you go again. Ohio State bringing the ground game. They typically do that, Reese. That's pretty normal.
They've built their entire program around it. Archie Griffin, two-time Heisman Trophy winner. You go back to Hopalong Cassidy. I mean, the Buckeyes love to run the ball, no matter how many times they spin the magic beat. The throw to the outside is complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Buckeyes look to do some damage in the red zone. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Unloads to the wideout. And it's picked off right at the goal line.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's where they're going to live, well, I'm going to live in dime. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job by the defensive back. breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC look very smart.
They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. They think they can create space here with a run to the right. Pushes forward for 3 out to the 13.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And he's swallowed up in the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Fires one high and deep. Snags it down the right side. Running free. Inside the 10. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. So that's not exactly optimal as far as the defense starting a stand, giving up an 80 spot, now dealing with a first and goal. Into the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. And it just turns out to be a missed opportunity. You get the ball in the red zone, and you turn it over.
Momentum. It plays a big role for teams and especially for offenses. And when you have chances like that, when you're down in this area of the field, you've got to be able to come away with points. Even if it's not going to be a touchdown, you are not leaving this area of the field without putting at least 3 up on the board. Missed opportunity for the other.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Bunch formation for these receivers. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Grabbed over the middle, it's Tate.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
He might want another play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quickly complete. They've got it out to the 34 after getting 5 there. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Smith. At midfield, he's got room. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon.
Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite tracks.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with a turnover. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Give to the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll leave it with him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Quickly to the tight end. Oh, what a cut! They get him out of bounds, couple yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The groupers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. On the option. option. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution. And the groupers look to keep this drive humming. Trying to turn the corner on the right. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard. That defender reacted immediately when he saw the play and just set his hair on fire for the ball carrier.
And you got to see those plays. Those plays are very fast. It happens quick. There's no fake to a toss. It's pitched down the outside, trying to get to the wide side of the field. Great job by the defense. You got to set those edges by the defensive end, and everybody fly to the football.
We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
The groupers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. From the shotgun, the inside give. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
On third and long, you know what's coming. It's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the fourth down.
Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. James Madison may not be leaving town with a blowout victory, but they'll take a dub away from Harrisonburg every time. The Dukes have been racking up road wins since the Mickey Matthews days, and they got another one today. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Working well behind the sticks on second down. To the air, it's Sayin. Time to take a shot. He's got it inside the 30. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Dances away. unleashes one. He's got it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. It's great to spread the ball around and fool him, but if you've got a dude, feed him, and they are.
No doubt, Reese. That guy is a problem. I mean, you got a receiver that's so talented out wide, hard to cover. Go to him once, go to him. Shoot, let's go to him a third time.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the D deny them on second. Sneak gets it done.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes with the return. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the offense onto the field again. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He'll pull it on the read. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And the groupers will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. He lets one fly deep. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to throw, it's Sayin. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That's reeled in, it's Smith. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Using his feet to buy time. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their 1st game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Jeffrey. And the returner will be dragged down. So guys, we'll get another look at this offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Here comes the option. The pitch. Fights off a defender. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. On the option. He'll toss it. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Looking for room. It's Craig. They'll stop him short of the line to gain. Stopped him just short of the 20 at the 19. It'll be 4th down. The Groupers decide to punt it away. He'll take it on the return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Wants to throw, it's Sayed. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And the Buckeyes come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. He's going for it all. Snags it on the line. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal. He wants to change this route. From the gun, looking for a man. Touchdown, Ohio State. Fitted in the window for the score.
And he finds the end zone again. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Looking for space. It's Craig.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. They're looking for space to run behind the left tackle. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Makes the grab. It's Sheffield. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. And the groupers come to the line in the hurry up. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
Quarterback floating away from pressure. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. It's caught downfield. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Fielded in the end zone, it's Jeffrey. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Gonna run it. It's Craig. Hard running there. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great one going down in Columbus today. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, we send it back to the guys in the shoe.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The groupers will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Finds the tight end. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
The Buckeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
There's the thing. Not a great run, but the offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out, and if it ain't broken, don't fix it. I'd get back to throwing the ball.
Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels, so you continue to run the football. Even if you're not breaking off 60-yard TD runs, you got to have that balance.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
He's moving out of the pocket. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. He'll keep it himself. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Trying play action. Lets it go. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And I wish I could bring you some hope, but this defense, again, they already got the lead. They got their ears pinned back. They're rushing the quarterback. I know this one's over, but offensively, let's just find a way to protect our guy, put something together. Maybe we find a way to make this respectable at some point in the football game.
And the groupers will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. The defense made a play with that interception to set them up. Now to see if they can cash it in. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback now breaking the field. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's wrestled to the ground.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. Showing off the arm. Steps out of bounds just inside the 20. They'll mark him down at the 18. Got 8 on first down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. Out of the gun to give to the back. Fighting off the defender. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. The give to the tailback. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Trying to barge in. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. Blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and the score is 35-3. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Maryland has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe there in College Park. They're up by 7 over Northern Illinois. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Tight end now in motion. Rides the back and leaves it. He stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Find some fresh air. It's a running room. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23.
3rd down, I got this. I'll take this myself. He makes the read quickly. He calls his number. He has confidence in himself. Goes and gets the first down.
He'll send the tight end in motion. Leaves it with the back. He's stopped again. He's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
The Groupers are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. That's caught at Sheffield. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been... so tight, and if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play. And
nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. They recover their own fumble that doesn't do them a lot of good, as it was 4th down, and they'll give up the ball. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Leaves it with the back. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
They'll try the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the 1st without scoring. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Quarterback making checks. He leaves it with the back. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Smashes it between the uprights. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positive.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this. If you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot. And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes if you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring. I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
On the run, still looking. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Got his man. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Looking to throw at St. Clair. Makes the grab. Looking for the end zone. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here. Wants to pass. He wants it all. And give him another 6. Grabs him for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close that drive going to the air for the final few inches. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. First play of the drive wants to throw. Under fire. And the quarterback goes down